I only have 4 minutes, so I have to be quick. I've made a number of short films which I've screened locally at places like Tate Liverpool, Camp and Furnace, as well as here. Fact. I've organised a few networking events in this city as well, but perhaps most important to my pitch is my current project, a feature film featuring a motion capture monster as the main villain. My business idea is to offer my mocap services at a far lower rate than established studios to people like indie filmmakers, web series creators, or bedroom games designers. As I mentioned, my idea is to use my experience and the tech I've got to bring motion capture to smaller film and game studios at a much lower cost. I've got a bit of attention for doing this already actually, locally in Cheshire Live, as well as nationally in Film Stories magazine. Now the software I'm using is commercially available and the hardware is all just DIY stuff. I mean, the facial tracking is done with a bike helmet and a GoPro. As far as I'm aware, however, no one has taken these elements, packaged them together and sold them as a service. I've looked at some of the studios currently offering mocap services and asked them for quotes, and they're incredibly high. That's what happens, I guess, when you have a huge studio to maintain. But my plan is to approach individuals and businesses who can't afford these costs. Where I am now is the Baltic Triangle, a hub of creative and digital businesses in Liverpool. A number of the commercial and game studios here outsource animation work to mocap studios. I plan to do some market research into their current costs and willingness to change who they use for these services. The established mocap studios have connections and contracts already in place. They can do advanced stuff like motion analysis, non-humanoid mocap, and have access to far bigger studio space and more employees than I do. So how can I compete with that? Well, I'm not trying to. I'm doing basic human mocap at a cheap price. Cheap, but high quality. I see my film as having been completed, screened at a few festivals, maybe got distribution, and my business as having been established and at least somewhat known amongst the creatives of Liverpool and Manchester, if not further afield. I'd have my office in the Baltic, which at this point should pay for itself with the jobs coming in. Perhaps I'd be able to hire somebody to work alongside me and run the business with me. I want to work with Dan Stockdale, who 3D modelled the monster for my film. With him, I'd be able to offer a full workflow including creature design and modelling, as well as the actual motion capture. I'd also like to work with Alex Gregson, who's doing audio posts on my film, mainly in a business consultation role as he's built a successful indie post-production facility in Manchester. Thanks for watching my pitch, hope you enjoyed it and hope to speak to you more soon. Bye bye.